Ever wondered how some people manage to save money so easily, almost effortlessly? They seem to have some kind of financial autopilot activated. But the truth is, behind that ease, there are often time-tested methods, principles that come from cultures with deep wisdom about finances. Did you know, for example, that Japan has one of the highest household savings rates in the world? It's not magic, it's the practical application of philosophies and tools passed down through generations. Today, we're going to dive deep and reveal 5 Japanese secrets to manage your money smarter and build a more stable financial life. Get ready to transform your habits and watch your savings grow in ways you might never have imagined. Alright, let's kick things off with the first gem of this ancient wisdom, Kakeibo. Now, Kakeibo isn't just another budgeting app with confusing charts and numbers on your phone screen. It's a traditional Japanese budgeting journal in a diary format. Think of it as a physical notebook where you track your income and all your expenses by hand. I know, it sounds old school, right? In a digital world, why use pen and paper? But believe me, there's an undeniable magic to putting pen to paper when it comes to money. Kakeibo is all about mindful spending. Here's how it works. At the beginning of each month, you sit down with your Kakeibo. First, you write down your total income. Then, the most important part, you decide how much you want to save that month. This is your savings goal. Treat it as an essential expense. The money left over after setting aside savings and estimating fixed expenses, rent, bills, is the amount you have available for variable spending. You categorize your main variable expenses, like groceries, transportation, entertainment, personal shopping, and set realistic limits for each category. This transforms the act of spending from something automatic to a conscious decision. You're not just swiping your card, you're thinking, does this expense fit within the limit I set for entertainment this month? And the most powerful part, Kakeibo encourages deep reflection on your spending habits. At the end of each week, or at the end of the month, you review every single entry. You ask yourself crucial questions. Did I manage to stay within my budget for groceries? Where did I overspend, and why? Was this expense truly necessary? Which ones were impulse buys that I regret? What did I learn about myself and my money this month? How can I adjust my plan for next month? It's this continuous self-analysis that gives you clarity. You quickly identify where your money is really going, where there are financial leaks, and where you can make adjustments to save more and reach your goals faster. Think of Kakeibo as your personal financial therapist. It helps you understand your true relationship with money, see your behavioral patterns, and make positive, lasting changes. It's not about deprivation, it's about awareness, control, and empowerment. Moving on from the detailed control of Kakeibo, let's explore a philosophy that shapes many aspects of Japanese life and has a huge financial impact: minimalism. The concept of minimalism is deeply rooted in Japanese culture, long before it became popular in the West. And no, as many people think, it doesn't mean you have to get rid of everything and live in an empty, cold space. Minimalism, in its Japanese essence, is about being intentional with what you own and focusing on what truly adds value, purpose, and joy to your life. Think about it. How often do we buy things we don't really need? Those impulse purchases driven by a must-have sale, the latest gadget that promises to solve all your problems, clothes you wear once and forget in the closet. It all adds up, not just physically, but it also drains your energy and of course your bank account. Minimalism challenges this consumerist mindset that constantly tells us we need more to be happy or successful. It encourages us to find satisfaction and joy in experiences, meaningful relationships, learning, personal growth, things that money simply cannot buy. And the financial benefits, they are huge and direct. When you embrace minimalism, even gradually you naturally start to spend less. The temptation for impulse buys decreases because you start questioning the necessity and value of every purchase. You become more conscious and selective. This leads to less debt and more money available for what truly matters to you. Furthermore, the process of letting go, of decluttering your home and your life, not only frees up physical space and reduces mental stress, but it can also put some extra cash in your pocket. Selling items you no longer use, clothes, old electronics, furniture, can generate unexpected income that can go straight into your savings or help pay off debt. Minimalism is a personal journey, not a competition to own the least. It's about discovering what brings you true joy and simplifying the rest, freeing up resources, time, money, energy to focus on what is meaningful to you. It's about financial and mental freedom through intentionality. Controlling where your money goes can be tricky in the digital age. Credit cards and contactless payments make spending almost invisible. That's where the next secret comes in, a Japanese take on a classic method, the envelope system. Let's face it, it's easy to lose track of how much we spend when everything is digital. The envelope system, used in various forms around the world, and with a special emphasis on tangibility in Japan, is a simple yet incredibly effective way to regain control of your cash flow for variable expenses and ensure you stay within your budget. Here's how it practically works. At the beginning of each week or month, you choose the period that works best for you. You decide how much money you will allocate to your variable spending categories that are harder to control, such as groceries, entertainment, gas, eating out, or pocket money. Next, you withdraw that amount in cash from the bank. And the crucial part, you divide this physical money into separate envelopes. Each envelope is labeled with the corresponding spending category, for example, an envelope for groceries, one for entertainment, one for transportation. The beauty of this system lies in its tangibility. When you buy something and need to use money from an envelope, you literally see the money disappearing. This visual and physical experience of handling the bills and coins creates an immediate awareness of your spending that simply doesn't exist when swiping a card. When the money in an envelope is gone, it's gone. No more spending in that category until the next allocation period, whether that's a week or a month. This forces you to be disciplined and make choices. If the entertainment envelope is empty, you need to postpone that movie trip or find a free alternative for fun. This teaches you to live within your limits. The envelope system is a powerful tool to curb impulse spending, maintain strict control over your money, and ensure you have enough funds for your essential expenses. It's like putting a handbrake on your finances when needed. Many people who struggle with credit card debt find this system to be the solution they needed to regain control. Following the thread of being mindful and valuing what you have, we arrive at a fundamental principle in Japanese culture that goes far beyond just being cheap, frugality. In Japan, being frugal doesn't have the negative connotation it sometimes has in the West, associated with stinginess. There, frugality is seen as a virtue, a way of being resourceful, of finding the maximum value in everything you have, and of minimizing waste. It's a lifestyle focused on conscious consumption and appreciating what you already own. Think about how many resources we waste in our daily lives. How many times do we throw away leftovers that could have become another creative meal? How many pieces of clothing do we stop wearing because they are out of style or have a small defect? How many items break and are immediately replaced instead of being repaired? Frugality invites us to be creative and strategic in stretching our budget and reducing waste in all areas of life. It's about embracing simplicity, about repairing instead of always replacing when possible, and about finding joy and satisfaction in the small things and clever solutions. Let's look at practical examples of this mindset. In Japan, there's the concept of motenai, which is a feeling of regret over waste, whether it's time, energy, or material objects. This is reflected in practices like using all parts of a food item, or giving old objects new uses. Another example is the valuing of repair techniques like sashiko, which is decorative stitching to reinforce fabric, or kintsugi, the art of repairing broken pottery with gold lacquer, celebrating the item's history instead of hiding it. These philosophies show that there is beauty and value in mending and preserving instead of simply discarding and buying new. And the best part? Being frugal doesn't mean sacrificing your quality of life. On the contrary, often a frugal lifestyle leads to a life that is richer in experiences, healthier, cooking at home, for example, more environmentally conscious, and with much less financial stress. It's about aligning your spending with your values and finding happiness in sufficiency, not excess. Finally, but by no means least important, an invisible but powerful pillar that supports stability in many cultures, including Japanese community support. In Japan, there's a strong sense of community and interdependence. People often rely on each other for help and support, and this naturally extends to finances and resource usage. It's the spirit of otagai-sama. We are all in this together. We rely on each other. This sense of community can be an incredibly valuable resource for saving money and building financial resilience. Think about how many times you've needed a specific tool for a single project. Instead of buying it, how about borrowing it from a friend, neighbor, or family member? This not only saves the cost of buying, but also prevents the accumulation of objects that are rarely used. Sharing resources goes beyond physical items. It's also about sharing knowledge and skills. Are you great at gardening and your friend is a whiz at fixing things? How about trading favors? You prepare a delicious dinner and they help you fix that wobbly shelf. This saves the cost of a class or hiring a professional for simple services. Other practical examples of community support for saving include organizing group purchases to get discounts on bulk products, forming study groups or language exchange groups instead of paying for classes, organizing carpools to reduce transportation costs, or even trading care services like children or pets with trusted friends. Community support isn't just about direct financial savings. It's about building strong connections, reducing the stress of having to do everything yourself, and creating a safety net that can be crucial in times of difficulty. It's a powerful reminder that we are not isolated in our financial struggles and that by helping each other, we can all thrive. So there you have it, 5 Japanese secrets tested by time to save money smarter and build a solid financial foundation. More than just tips, these are principles that can truly transform your relationship with money and bring you more peace of mind. We revisited the power of Kakeibo for spending awareness, the freedom and clarity of minimalism, tangible control with the envelope system, the intelligence and valuing of frugality, and the strength and resilience that come from community support. Which of these secrets resonated with you the most? Or which one do you already practice in your daily life? Share your experience in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you apply these or other saving methods. If this video inspired you to take the next step in your financial journey, please give it a like. This helps YouTube show this content to more people who can benefit from it. And most importantly, to not miss out on more valuable insights, practical tips, and financial wisdom that can help you achieve your goals, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. We're in this journey together to unlock our financial potential. Start implementing one or more of these Japanese secrets today and see the difference it makes in your finances. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about being mindful and consistent. You've got this.